So what is the meaning of all this? Now it come to an extent that you want to become of king of Eastern Cape or East London, and the people of South Africa are protesting against it, and you are still going ahead doing it. Like for what exactly? Like, I know a lot.
Yesterday, I came across a video made by one Daddy Billy. He's an Igbo man, a very honorable Igbo man. And when I listened to the video, I could not hold my tears because, the guy exonerated me in some way and knocked some sense into the Igbo people. That guy made me realize that not all Igbos are sick in the head. And it made so many revelations about how some Igbos have ridiculed the Igbo culture and tradition. I want all the Igbo guys to also listen to it, and I hope and pray that we have more elderly Igbo people like this, that can call.
Hello Nigerians, how are you all doing today? So guys, let's talk about what is trending currently. The Igbo king. The Igbo king in South Africa. I remember last year, same thing happened in Ghana. Ghanaian people rise up and say Nigeria must go. Why would they leave their country to crown an Igbo king in Ghana? Now the same thing in the next year, that's 2025, 2026 now, is happening in South Africa. What is going on? The last time I posted a video like this, Nigerians were saying they don't know why Igbo people are always doing things like this. I'm not against Igbo, but why is it that the Igbo king has to do with Igbo in Ghana, and now in South Africa is still an Igbo man? What is going on? How can there be a king of? How can there be a king in another person's land? How can you be a king in another person's land? We have the Oni of Oba. We have the Nigerian king. These people are in Nigeria, in their own kingdom. How can you be a king in another person's land? It's not like another person's land in another country. What is going on? We see a lot of Nigerians disagreeing to this thing. This is why a lot of people will be insulting Nigeria. They will not say Igbo. They will be saying Nigerians. Why is it that we've not seen videos of Yoruba king in another person's land? We are always seeing Igbo. This is the second time. This is number 2 time things like this is happening in 2 different countries. Next year, we will hear it in another country that there is an Igbo king. People will be hitting Nigeria. Imagine the beef between Nigeria and South Africa. These 2 countries are not in good terms. Every opportunity South Africans have, they can attack Nigeria. Look at what is happening. Every time South Africans will be complaining about Nigerians, instead of Nigerians, we have good Nigerians living in South Africa. Good Nigerians. Guys, please watch this video.
All the Igbos together and knock some senses into them. Please enjoy the video.
In case you're meeting me for the first time, I'm Daddy Billy, the Billy that pays the bill. Yeah, quick one. You just finished watching a video. Our brothers are not really doing it right. Let me have a small meeting with my brothers. The reason I came is because of this thing of king. You see that guy called Henry from Yoruba that has been castigating us. 50%, I won't blame him. 50% I won't blame him. Because what is this thing? Every Igbo man want to be a king, want to be a chief. Everywhere in Johannesburg, you want to be a king. In East London, you want to be a king. In Cape Town, in South Africa, in US, you want to be a king. This thing is really getting out of hand. Let me really tell you what is deceiving you. This is what is deceiving you. You see this cap? Okbari. You want to be addressed as king, whatever. This thing is what is deceiving you. Here's another one. Chief. This is what is deceiving you. Here's another one. Chief. This is what is deceiving you. Whenever you wear these things. So, what is the meaning of all this? Now, it come to an extent that you want to become of king of Eastern Cape or East London, and the people of South Africa are protesting against it, and you are still going ahead doing it. Like for what exactly? Like, I know a lot of meaningful, well-educated, well-behaved, mannered people are following me. I don't need to ask anyone that the belly. I know you guys are following me. So I'm trying to ask you guys, is this thing actually right? That now you will come all the way from Nigeria and come here and want to become king. Are you king where you come from in Nigeria? That's number one question. Are you king wherever you come from? If you are a king, if you are from a royal family, you remain royal. You're from a royal family. What you have, you don't fight for it. Every king stays in his own land. Every king. That's why a king hardly visits, hardly travel. You guys have messed up Igbo culture. That is why everybody is talking against Igbo. Igbos, call yourself a meeting and talk to. If you are an Igbo man and you see one Igbo man that wants to ridicule an Igbo man, talk sense into him. What is this echichi echichi and echichi and echeba and echeba and echeba? Eh? Yoruba people does not create king outside Yoruba land. Hausa people does not create king outside Hausa land. Bini people does not create king outside Bini land. These same people are all Nigerians. Yes, Oba Atokbe. They all have respect because there is no this thing of autonomous community, autonomous. So everybody want to have their king. If your brother becomes governor, you go and talk to him, he will give you a king. If your brother becomes senator, you go and talk to him, he give you a king. Come to South Africa. Let's call ourselves for meeting because I'm an Igbo man. You guys are disgracing us. You guys are disgracing us. Why should you force yourself as a king in another man's land? If you are desperate to be a king, go to your kingdom. Go to where you were born and become king there. If the people that you were born with will make you king, you become king. You don't come here and start telling. All these people are all Nigerians. They don't create king in other countries. And guess what? That is why their kingdom is stronger than Igbo kingdom. Une welona greed, anyuku, form for juapa, welu autonomous community, we kesa all the kings in Igbo land. That is why if you get to Igbo land, we have more than 2,000 kings. And church kote one or the worst in Imo state. Autonomous. That's why no king, that's why no presidency recognize Igbo king anymore. But look at the way they worship Yoruba kings. Look at the way they worship Bini kingdom. Bini king. But lastly, you are now planting flower in a rented apartment. You are in South Africa. Even if you have the citizen of South Africa, that will never make you a South African. You know why? Your surname, Okoronkwo, Okorafo, Onwekwe, Nwambafo, Nwambori, Nwaokori, that alone has differentiated you not to be a South African. You are just a citizen by nationalization. Yes. Why Igbo? How many other have you seen Congo become a king in South Africa? Have you seen Zambia become a king in South Africa? Have you seen Malawi become a king in South Africa? Zimbabwe, Mozambique, go on. Only Nigerians. Go on, Nigerians. We always, no, let me not say Nigerians, Igbos. And that is why that Yoruba man is crying that when Igbo bring that stain, it tagged Nigerians. I've been listening to that guy called Henry Talk, the Yoruba guy that has been castigating us. The other day I went somewhere, someone was telling me, don't you know about this guy that I've been creating xenophobic what against Nigerians. I said, who is that? They say Henry Talks. I said, give me his handle. I went and follow his handles. I've been listening to what he's been saying to see the wrong thing that he's doing, and I never saw anything. This red cap, all these things you are wearing. I'm chief what? I'm chief this, I'm chief that. Once all cross so head bridge because where he comes from, they never recognize him. The same problem was caused in Ghana just a few months ago. This same problem of one Igbo guy again want to be a king in Ghana. Ghana, our neighboring brother, our neighboring country, refuse. What makes you think South African, who does not even have the same language with you, who does not even have the same ideology with you, who does not believe in what you do, you don't eat the same food, you don't, how do you expect them to believe? You come in their country and you start being king, parading yourself as a king, so that when a South African wants to address you, who addresses as king, who's king? This madness of king should stop. It really has to stop. Ezenago, you want to be king in East London. As what now? As what? Because if you are a surgeon, a big doctor, if you are if you have something big responsible that you are doing, you won't have time parading yourself as king. When you put this on your head, you are now king. Coronation. I pity you people. Get sense. Let's get sense. Talk to every Igbo man claiming to be whatever. Even this chief. When they get to Nigeria, they throw it away. So, this nonsense has to stop. I pray and I want the South African government to investigate him, investigate his Ike, investigate everything about him. If he requires to be arrested, let him be arrested. If he requires to be deported, let him be deported. That is where I stand, Daddy Belly. Yes, you can't come to another man's land and want to become king. You are trying to overstay your welcome. That's all I see here.
To be honest with you, I don't really want to talk a lot. I didn't want to talk a lot. But things like this needs to stop. If you know you are a king, please go back to your own country now. Go back to your own country rather than doing things that will upset other people. South Africans are so upset. I remember some years back there was something like xenophobic attack happened to Nigerians in South Africa. A lot of people condemned. A lot of Nigerians actually lost their life. Now, if South Africans see things like this, they will start attacking Nigerians. What is wrong with Igbo people? Igbo people, I'm sorry, but what is really wrong with some of you? What is really wrong with some of you? The last time someone did something like that in Ghana, Ghanaians protested. You people saw how Ghanaians retaliated on this. Now, the same thing is happening in South Africa. Guys, Nigerians just want to live in peace in Ghana. They want to live in peace in South Africa. They don't want any problem. Guys, please, you people need to do better. Anyway, are you new here? If you subscribe, if you haven't, please do what to subscribe, like, and drop your comments. Guys, please, thank you so much for watching this video.